Hello everybody, Steve here with you all with another video, Steve K, any way you want to call my name. Welcome back to another video here as I'm doing another live stream for you all here on my channel. I don't really do this that much because I've been busy working and a couple other things that's been going on. So what I'm doing here on my channel is I'm going to be doing my 2021 MLB season predictions, like what teams I think will finish first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Not doing like playoff predictions or anything like that, just what teams, I think will finish first place, second, third, fourth, and fifth once again. That would be, if I did like playoffs and all that stuff, that would be like in a different video, and that would be playoff predictions. So once again, dog over here for a second was barking at something. I don't think anybody's home, but I didn't really hear anything. But so anyway, if I have to end the stream, I'll just have to if they're not. So see about that. Just looking at my connection, making sure everything's all right on here. It looks like everything's all right because okay. So anyway, I'm going to get right into this. I'm going to do the season predictions and see how these shall go. We're going to get right into this, and we're going to start with the American League teams, and we'll do the National League. I don't know if my video is still visible on here. I mean, it probably is. I'm not really sure. I'm just looking on here on Wikipedia, like at the teams. I'm not really sure if everybody still sees me, but anyway, here we go. So we're going to start once again with the American League East. What team I think will finish first, second, third, fourth, and fifth once again. I'm sorry to repeat, just letting everybody know what this is about in case anybody's just joining in. So for first place, I'm unfortunately going to go with the New York Yankees. I hate to do that, but unfortunately, they got a lot of pitchers on the team that are pretty impressive. Like they have Garrett Cole, who will probably be the ace. Number 2 is a question mark. It will probably be, according to the roster, as I look on here, it kind of looks to me it might be Jordan Montgomery, maybe, or Jameson Taillon, the guy that got from the Pittsburgh Pirates, I believe it was. Yeah, they acquired him. He was traded to the Yankees for prospects Miguel Yagur, I don't even know how that's pronounced, Roanzi Contreras, McCole Escato, and Cannon Smith. Or Cannon Smith, or I don't even know how it's pronounced, like Canyon Smith, but they were acquired, to them, to the Pirates. So it'll probably be him at number 2, and number 3 probably be Jordan Montgomery. 4 might be Corey Kluber, a guy who they got from the it was a free agent, and I think he was, or unless he was acquired to the Yankees, he was a free agent. He signed only a 1-year deal, so he'll probably be a 3rd or 4th starter, one of them. And number 5 will probably be Domingo Germán or maybe Debbie Garcia, one of those two that it might be in there. I don't really know exactly, but it could be a little bit different in the rotation. And the bullpen will consist of, Clark Schmidt's another person to be in there, but Luis Severino is on the 60-day injured list, as it says on here, and he is continuing to recover from Tommy John surgery. He had it on February 27th, so probably about the month of May he'll probably be ready or whenever. I haven't looked at the injured list. They might have it on here. Like, I'll just look it up here. The MLB injuries, and it'll tell me like anybody that's hurt and stuff or whatever, if they're like gonna be coming back anytime soon or anything like that. Well, this isn't really that helpful, just a few things on here. But anyway, so that's pretty much the rotation. The bullpen will consist of former Orioles Zach Britton. Then you got Chad Green, Jonathan Loaisiga, something like that. I don't know how it's pronounced. Loaisiga, something like that. I don't really know. Or another former Oriole, Darren O'Day. He signed a 1-year deal with the Yankees on February 10th, a little over a month ago. Yeah, I still remember when he was with Baltimore and he was an All-Star in 2015. That's a pretty good season. Same with Zach Britton. He almost won the Cy Young Award, I think, in 2016 with us. Yep, he was a two-time All-Star. And he also got the fireballer Aroldis Chapman and a couple others in there I don't really know that well, but Justin Wilson, another one that's pretty good. Luis Sessa, or he might be a starter, I don't know. And I already mentioned Chad Green and this Brooks Krisky guy or something like that, and maybe Nick Nelson. I don't really know. The catchers, it'll probably be Gary Sanchez, but I think it should be that Kyle Higashioka guy. I don't even know how his name is pronounced. There's a lot of names on here I cannot pronounce. So excuse me, if I can't pronounce a lot of these names. So anyway, I think it should be that guy, Kyle Higashioka. And first base will probably be Luke Voigt. Second base will probably be DJ LeMahieu. He returned to the Yankees. He was a free agent. He returned on a 6-year, $90 million contract, and hope that doesn't be a bust for the Yankees. We'll find out about that. The third baseman will probably be Gio Urshela. Miguel Andujar might get some playing time, and probably Gleyber Torres will be the shortstop. Left field will probably be Clint Frazier. Center field, Aaron Hicks. Right field, Aaron Judge. Giancarlo Stanton will probably get some playing time at DH, and maybe Brett Gardner getting some playing time in left field, but not a whole lot. So mostly I think it's just going to be those two, as I mentioned, but that's about it. So anyway, yeah. And so for first place, once again, I'm going to say the Yankees, and I'm going to say about probably 90 wins that they get this year. Once again, I'm not doing any awards either. I forgot to mention, like Cy Young, American League MVP. If I had to guess, for American League MVP or Cy Young award, I would. It's kind of early right now. Garrett Cole is an option, and a few others as well too. Maybe Lucas Giolito, the White Sox, but I'm just not going to leave it as that. So anyway, and of course, they still got a good amount of their coaches. Like Aaron Boone will return as their manager, and a couple others like Phil Nevin will be their third base coach. I remember he was a pretty good hitter for the Padres, and Marcus Thames will be their hitting coach, another good player back in the day. So anyway, first place, New York Yankees. Now here comes the tough one. For second place, I hate to say this, but actually I don't hate to say it because it's a prediction. I think and it's my choice once again. I'm going with the Orioles. I know people are probably shaking their heads and saying, why? Well, for one, we got a lot of young pitchers on here. We got two veterans. So the rotation is probably going to consist of John Means, who's going to be the ace, I found out. The number 2 starter will probably be Dean Kramer. I think it's pronounced Kramer, or I really don't know, or it might be Creamer. I don't know. I think it's Kramer. Number 3 is probably going to be a question mark. It's probably going to be, I want it to be Bruce Zimmerman because this guy hasn't really made his debut for Baltimore. He was born in Baltimore and he's 26 and he did make his debut. I'm sorry about that. He did pitch. Okay, well, I think it really should be him. I don't think it should be this Jorge Lopez guy. A lot of these names, I'm pretty sure everybody's like, who are these people? But you never know. But number 3, I think number 3 is probably going to be Matt Harvey and Felix Hernandez. And number 5, maybe Bruce Zimmerman and maybe Jorge Lopez. But I really think it should be somebody else. So really, we got Matt Harvey and Felix Hernandez signed, 2 guys that were pretty good pitchers back in 2013 and 14. But we signed them because we needed pitchers. Wade LeBlanc has been doing actually okay in spring training for us, but Matt Harvey's been doing pretty well. Felix Hernandez has been okay, but he's had a little bit of discomfort, I think, with his arm or something. But I think he'll be all right. But we'll see. I'm sure he will. And that's about it. Michael Bauman's another guy who might be a shot for the rotation, and I don't really know any else. I don't really know. Tom Eshelman's another option, but I don't really know. We'll see. For catchers, I think Pedro Severino will be the catcher, and Shan Cisco gets some playing time. Adley Rutschman's not really ready yet. But he's been doing pretty well in spring training. But you never know; he might make the roster. You never know. but I think they want to give him some playing time in the minors first. And for first base, I think it's going to be Trey Mancini. Now, Chris Davis has been the starting first baseman ever since 2013. But yes, he's been striking out a lot and not really been making a lot of people happy. You know what he's been doing. But he's still a good guy. I mean, he's still a great player to watch. I mean, yes, he strikes out a lot. I mean, Cal Ripken did the same thing when he got into a slump and he changed his batting stance. That's why he did that a lot to get out of his slump. I mean, smart move. I mean, what's his name? Chris Davis, could do that as well, too. He could change his batting stance if he wanted to, but we'll see what he does about that. But Trey Mancini for first base. Second base, I think, is going to be probably Yolmer Sanchez, a guy who we got from the Chicago White Sox, and maybe Freddie Galvis getting some playing time at second base. I was hoping Jonathan VR would return, and he would, but it doesn't look like it because he's with the New York Mets, I believe. Yeah, at third base is probably going to be Rio Ruiz and Mikhail Franco because Rio Ruiz is a lefty and Mikhail Franco, who we just signed, is a righty. So those two will probably get some playing time. But Pat Valakia might get some playing time at second base, too. And shortstop will probably be the new guy, Freddie Galvis. Richie Martin isn't really that much of a guy that's like a guy that can hit the ball a lot. Like he can bunt maybe and get base hits and maybe steal bases. But I'm not too thrilled about him, being like the shortstop. I mean, I think he'll just be like on the bench. Like if he needs, like we need somebody to come in like to yeah, I know. I know a lot of people are going to say something like about, the Orioles in second. It was either them or Tampa Bay. But yeah, pitching definitely is a concern. I mean, like I said, but yeah, I mean, and Raymond Urias, another guy who I think we signed from another team, he is another possible person to make the roster. But now for the outfield, I think it's going to be Ryan Mountcastle in left field. Center field, I'm hoping is going to be Austin Hayes. Cedric Mullins is actually doing, pretty well for us. And right field, I think it'll be Anthony Santander. DJ Stewart might get some playing time too. But Chris Davis, I think, will mostly be DH. I mean, but DJ Stewart probably get some playing time too at DH, and same thing with probably Anthony Santander, but he'll probably do maybe left field. But that's about it. And of course, Brandon Hyde returns as manager, and the rest of the people. I mean, I remember when we had Wayne Kirby at first base and Bobby Dickerson were no longer with us. I think they're with San Diego or somewhere. But we have Freddie Gonzalez as one of our coaches and Jose Hernandez, assistant hitting coach. Freddie Gonzalez used to manage the Braves and Marlins, I believe. I believe it was. Yep. Marlins first and Braves for a good while. And Darren Holmes is our assistant pitching coach. He actually used to pitch for the Orioles in 2000. Don't think he did all that well with us, but traded to the Orioles on June 28th. In 5 games, he posted a 25.07 ERA and was released on July 19th. Well, okay then. I thought he was a little bit better than that, but that's all right. But yeah, so we'll see about that. This is his second year being an assistant pitching coach for us. The pitching coach is Chris Holt. Never really heard of the guy, but we'll see about that. So, and Hunter Harvey is currently on the 60-day DL for us. I forgot to mention our closing pitchers. It'll probably be Cole Sulser and maybe Dylan Tate and Travis Lankins. Paul Fry hasn't been really doing all that much. Keegan Aiken, I think, is another candidate, but he might, but for the rotation maybe. And Sean Armstrong is another one too. He might be somebody, for the maybe for the closer role. But anyway, Orioles in second place, and I say 85 wins. Not saying like the losses as well, just leave it as that. Third base, the Tampa Bay Rays. The rotation, now it seems that they have Chris Archer back on here, and he signed a 1-year deal with them on February 9th. So he'll be back with them. I keep saying Ian Snell. They lost Blake Snell and Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton, I think, went to the Braves, but Blake Snell, I think that's with the Padres. I think. Yes, he is. He was traded in exchange for prospects, along with catcher prospects Luis Patino, Blake Hunt, and Cole Wilcox, along with catcher Francisco Mejia. So he's with Tampa Bay right now. Okay. So yeah, let's see. And Charlie Morton, as I said once again, I believe is with the Atlanta Braves, or I think so. I think he signed a contract with them or something like that. Signed a 1-year deal to return to the Braves. He originally pitched for them in 2008. All right, anyway, so Tampa Bay for third place. Rotation, probably be Tyler Glasnow. They got Rich Hill in here. Well, that's pretty cool. So Tyler Glasnow, I think, will be the ace, and probably Ryan Yarbrough, Rich Hill, Chris Archer, and Trevor Richards, possibly. I don't really know. They got pretty good bullpen like Diego Castillo, Pete Fairbanks, Nick Anderson. Colin McHugh is also on the team, it says. Brendan McKay is on there, but according to here, it says on there that he is not on the active roster. And they got Chaz Rowe, a former Oriole, who's pretty decent with us. Oh, and they also got Michael Wacha. So one of them may not be in the rotation. Like Trevor Richards, it possibly may not be. It could be Michael Wacha. The catcher will probably be Mike Zunino. First base, it will be G-Man Choi. Second base, Brandon Lau. Well, I mean, it says Lowe on here, but I think it's Lau. Then you got Joey Wendell as well. You got Willie Adames, Vidal Brunion, whatever, but it says he's not on the active roster. And Yandy Diaz, Taylor Walls, but not on the active roster. Possibly, well, as I mentioned then, like Brandon Lau at second base. Third base, probably Mike Brusso and Willie Adames at shortstop. Left field, probably Randy Rosarina, Kevin Kiermaier, and maybe Austin Meadows in right field. Manuel Margot probably get some playing time, or Kevin Kiermaier maybe DH or something like that. I don't really know. And I know my phone was going off. That was just a call, just somebody calling me, but it's all right. So anyway, but they got a lot of people on the injured list, like Jalen Beeks, Yanni Chirinos, Oliver Drake, and Colin Pouch. So, but I still think they'll rack up about 80 wins. I think them and the Orioles will be pretty close, like in the season. For fourth place, I'm going to go with this is a tough one, but I mean, I can't predict the Orioles for last place. I mean, yeah, hey there, yep. Yeah, this is a tough one. I mean, I cannot picture the Orioles for last place. I mean, we didn't finish last place in 2020. We finished fourth place, which is good, even though the season was shortened. I'm going to go with the Toronto Blue Jays for fourth place. Rotation, that's Hyun-Jin Ryu, Robbie Ray, Nate Pearson, maybe Tyler Chatwood, and maybe David Phelps. I mean, a lot of players on here I'm just not too sure about. Catchers, Danny Jansen, probably, and Reese McGuire maybe. First base, I think Vladimir Guerrero Jr., well, maybe Rowdy Tellez, maybe, whatever it's pronounced. And second base, Kayvon Biggio. I think he's second base. Third base, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and shortstop Bo Bichette. Left field, probably Teoscar Hernandez. Center field, so I got notifications on my phone. Center field, probably Lourdes Gurriel Jr. or no, George Springer in center field. I keep forgetting about that guy. And right field, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. DH, probably Randall Grichuk, or George Springer may get playing time at DH. And not really saying a whole lot about their coaches or anything. I'm not really going to try and make this video go long. But anyway, Toronto Blue Jays say get at least about 75 wins or so, maybe 73. And last place, the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, they haven't really been having a good season that much. I mean, they didn't have a great season last year, honestly. Chris Sale was put on the injured list on February 18th, 2021, so he is still recovering from Tommy John surgery, so it looks like so it's saying on here, March 19th, we're going to go Tommy John surgery, so it looks like probably around maybe May or June he'll probably be back. But their opening day ace, whoever, it's probably going to be Eduardo Rodriguez. And the others will probably be Garrett Richards, Nathan Eovaldi. I don't really know any more of these people. Maybe Josh Taylor and a few other people. I mean, I don't really know a whole lot of one here. Maybe or Martin Perez, maybe Martin Perez or Martin Perez, whatever it is. Phillips Valdez, maybe, I don't know, or Colton Brewer, Austin Bryce, maybe. I don't know. And they got Adam Ottavino in the bullpen, Nick Pivetta, bunch of others. I mean, Adam Ottavino will probably be the closer. I don't know. I know I didn't really mention the bullpen for the rest of the other people, but some of them I did. The Blue Jays, I didn't really mention for their closer. They don't have Ken Giles anymore, so I don't know if he's a free agent or where he is. Ken Giles is with the Mariners. He signed a 2-year deal. Okay. So anyway, so catchers for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez and Kevin Plawecki. First base, probably going to be. It is probably going to be, I'm guessing, Michael Chavis, or I don't really know. Second base, well, because of the retirement of Dustin Pedroia, it could be Christian Arroyo. I don't know if he's a second baseman, or I don't think Bobby Dahlback is. Third base, Rafael Devers, and shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Marwin Gonzalez probably get some playing time too, but he may be a first baseman. And Kiki Hernandez could probably be second base as well. The outfield probably, well, they lost Andrew Benintendi, so probably Hunter Renfroe, or no, Alex Verdugo probably in left field, and Jackie Bradley Jr. I think went to Milwaukee. So Alex Verdugo probably, Hunter Renfroe, and I don't know who else. I mean, JD Martinez may have to play outfield, but he's a designated hitter, as it has according to here on here. But yeah, I don't think. I mean, JD Martinez may get some playing time in the outfield, but it mostly, I don't really know who is going to be like the outfielder for them, but probably whoever they can put on the roster, I guess. But anyway, there you go. All right, now we're going to move on to the American League Central. For first place, I'm going to go to the Chicago White Sox. Lucas Giolito at ace, the no-hitter from last year. Dallas Keuchel probably will be in there. Maybe Ronaldo Lopez. Carlos Rodon, Lance Lynn. Well, Lance Lynn will probably be a number 2 starter or something like that. But the ace, I think, will be Lucas Giolito, and maybe Aaron Bummer at number 5, or Michael Kopech, one of them. And they got Garrett Crochet, who's a pretty good pitcher. He might be their closer. And Evan Marshall probably in there as well in the mix. And Cody Hoyer. And Liam Hendricks, he might be the closer, but it might be him, and Garrett Crochet probably be a setup guy. The catchers, Yasmani Grandal and probably Zach Collins, maybe Yerman Mercedes. First base, Jose Abreu. Second base, probably Yohan Moncada. Third base, probably Nick Madrigal, I don't know how it's pronounced. And shortstop, Tim Anderson, I think. Pretty sure. I'm really not sure about third base. I mean, it could be Yohan Moncada, but second base, probably Danny Mendick, or I don't know. But I think Nick Madrigal would probably be third base. I really don't know. And for outfield, left field will probably be Eloy Jimenez. Center field, probably Adam Engel. I'm not sure about Adam Eaton. I mean, he's a pretty good, decent player. I mean, he's pretty good. And Lurie Garcia is another one, too. But Adam Eaton may be DH, or Eloy Jimenez may be DH. So I'm really not sure about that. But there you go. So first base, the White Sox, and I say about 90 wins. For second place, I'm going to say the Minnesota Twins. And they got pretty good pitchers on there. They got Jose Barrios in the rotation will probably be. Then you got Jay Happ. Well, Kenta Maeda will probably be the ace. Then probably Jose Barrios, Jay Happ, Michael Pineda, maybe Matt Shoemaker. That's probably the way I look at it. Then you got Alex Colomé in the bullpen, Tyler Duffy, Hansel Robles, Taylor Rogers, who might be the closer. I don't know. They don't have Sergio Romo anymore. He was with them. I don't think he would be the closer. Probably be Tyler Duffy or Taylor Rogers, one of them. The catchers, probably Mitch Garver. Well, he will be the number one starter. And the other one, probably Willens Astudillo. Don't know how it's pronounced, but just saying like the way it might be sound or what it sounds like. For infielders, for first base, I think it's going to be maybe Miguel Sano, which could be interesting. Second base, probably Jorge Polanco. I don't know if he's a second baseman, though. Third base, Josh Donaldson. And shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. Really not sure. I mean, that's just how I'm guessing it. Left field, probably be Jake Cave, maybe. I don't know. Center field, Byron Buxton. Right field, Max Kepler. And designated hitter, Nelson Cruz. So Minnesota Twins for second place. I say about 86 wins. Third place, I'm going to say... I'm going to say the Cleveland Indians for third place. Thought about this and just think it's a good choice to go with Cleveland for third place. So their rotation will consist of Shane Bieber. The rest of them, I'm looking at them. Maybe Zach Plesac. Nick Whitgren, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I might have went with another team for third place, but I'm going with this one. Just taking a shot at it. I'm not sure. But yeah, Shane Bieber, Zach Plesac, maybe Adam Plutko, but I don't know if he's a starter. And the rest of them, I don't really know a lot of these people. Cal Quantrill, I don't think is a starter. Trevor Stefan, I think that's pronounced. I don't know. Kyle Nelson, I don't really know. James Karinchak, whatever it's pronounced, I believe he's a relief pitcher. And Cam Hill, I don't really know. Logan Allen, maybe for a starter, I don't know. And closing pitcher, I don't really know. Maybe Nick Whitgren. I just think he's a relief pitcher. Maybe James Karinchak. Catchers, Roberto Perez and Austin Hedges. First base, I don't really know a whole lot of these people. I think it should be Nolan Jones because, well, actually it says he's a third baseman, so he probably will be. Jose Ramirez, he's also a third baseman. First base, there's a guy named Yu Chang. I never heard of him. Bobby Bradley, he's a first baseman, so it might be him. Second base, Cesar Hernandez. Third base, probably Jose Ramirez. And shortstop, probably Ahmed Rosario to take over for Francisco Lindor, who is going to the New York Mets. Excuse me. Andres Jimenez, well, he's a shortstop too, but I think it's going to be Ahmed Rosario more. The outfield, I think will be probably Jordan Luplow or Luplow. Yeah, Jordan Luplow. Center field, or maybe Eddie Rosario will get some playing time, and Bradley Zimmer. Well, he'll probably be the center fielder. Left field will probably be Eddie Rosario. The right fielder, probably Josh Naylor, or he'll be first base. That guy. I mean, I don't really know. But, yeah, I'm not really sure. So, or maybe Jake Bowers out in right field, or he may be first base. I don't really know. And designated hitter, Fremil Reyes. All right. And I say about 76 wins I think they'll get. And for fourth place, I'm going to go with the Detroit Tigers. And the rotation thing will consist of Matthew Boyd, Michael Fulmer, Casey Mize, Daniel Norris, maybe Spencer Turnbull as well. And the closing pitcher, I have no clue, as I haven't been paying attention to a lot of the other teams. I mean, a little bit I do, but not a lot. Maybe Buck Farmer for closer. I don't really know. I'm just taking a guess. Or Joe Jimenez. We'll say for catchers, I think Wilson Ramos and Grayson Griner. First base, I think, is going to be, I don't think it's going to be this guy. I don't think he's a first baseman. Jeimer Candelario. Well, it says he is a first baseman. He might get some playing time. Miguel Cabrera is mostly going to be the designated hitter. I don't think he's really going to be a first baseman that much anymore. Second base, I think, will be Jonathan Scope. He returned to the Tigers on a one-year deal. Third base, I think, will be or Candelario might get playing time at third base, but I don't really know who's going to. Or Nico Goodrum might be one of them, but he might be shortstop. Or Willie Castro at shortstop. Left field, probably Robbie Grossman, Jacoby Jones, and maybe Nomar Mazara. And the designated hitter will probably be Miguel Cabrera. And last place, the Kansas City Royals. Rotation, Danny Duffy, Scott Barlow, maybe Brad Keller, I don't know. Maybe Mike Minor, Brady Singer, maybe, and Kyle Zimmer. I mean, I'm just looking at these names, and I'm just thinking, they could be. I mean, I don't really know. The catchers, Salvador Perez and Sam Gallagher. First base, Carlos Santana. Second base, Hunter Dozier. Third base, I'm saying Nicky Lopez. And shortstop, Alberto Mondesi. Left field, Andrew Benintendi. Center field, Gerard Dyson or Whit Merrifield probably. And right field, Jorge Soler. And designated hitter, probably Jorge Soler getting DH in there, or Carlos Santana as well. I mean, I don't know. Or Michael Taylor might get some playing time as well in the outfield. But unfortunately, last place for the Royals, and I say about 60-some wins that they get. I really don't know. All right, now to the American League West. All right, so for this one, for first place, sorry, just notifications about baseball. I'm just looking at my phone real quick. Sorry about that. I'm just all right, first place for the West, I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. And it's still got Dylan Bundy on there. I mean, I'm glad he's doing pretty well for them. Then they got Alex Cobb, another former Oriole, and I hope he does well with them. And they got Andrew Haney, Jose Quintana, and I don't know for the other pitcher. I don't know. Maybe Jamie Barria or something like that. I remember it's pronounced. Closing pitcher, don't really know. Probably gonna be Mike Myers or Myers, whatever it's pronouncing. I don't really know. Catchers, Kurt Suzuki and Max Stassi. First base, I think it's gonna be Jared Walsh. Albert Pujols, I think will be the designated hitter. Second base, probably David Fletcher, maybe. I don't know if he's a second baseman. Third base, Anthony Rendon. Shortstop, Jose Iglesias, another former Oriole. Anthony Rendon was not, or the other people I mentioned, but Jose Iglesias is. And once again, DH, Albert Pujols. Outfield, probably Justin Upton in left field. Mike Trout in center field. And right field, maybe Joe Adele and Jared Walsh getting playing time as well in the outfield, but I think mostly it'll just be Upton, Trout, and probably Fowler in right field or so. And they also got Shohei Ohtani, but they have him listed as a two-way player. He's a pitcher, designated hitter, and outfielder, but mostly I think he's going to be probably an outfielder and stuff. I mean, probably get some playing time or be a DH as well. Albert Pujols may get some playing time at first base, but I don't know. I don't know really. So for second place in the West, I'm going to say, as I look this over, second place in the American League West, I'm going to go with, I want to go with them. I'm going to take a shot, and I'm going to try, not really sure about the Mariners. I mean, they're a shot, but I mean, I'm going to probably say for second place I'm going to say the Seattle Mariners, because this is kind of tough. I mean, rotation, Marco Gonzalez, Kendall Graveman, Yussi Kachuchi, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it, but James Paxton. I didn't know he returned to the Mariners. He did. Okay. Yeah, probably James Paxton as well, and maybe Justice Sheffield. Don't really know. Catchers Tom Murphy and Luis Torrens. Infielders, first base, Evan White, maybe. I guess I'm really not sure. Second base. I mean, they got a lot of young players too, but I think he's going to be the other one. Dylan Moore. Sorry about that. Just Christine called me. I'm still trying to finish up this video. Maybe they might put Ty France second base or whoever. But third base, Kyle Seager, and shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Left field, probably Mitch Haniger. Center field, Kyle Lewis. And right field, maybe Taylor Trammell, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Taking shots here once again are Jake Fraley. Don't know. And Braden Bishop, another one too. And designated hitter, probably maybe Evan White or maybe Shed Long get some playing time. I don't know. And I say about 80 wins for the Mariners. Third place, I'm going to go with the Oakland Athletics. Chris Bassett, Mike Fiers, Jesus Lozardo, Sean Manaea, and I don't really know the rest. So maybe I don't know if Lou Trevino's a starter or Bert Smith, but I don't know. Closing pitcher, well, they lost Liam Hendricks, so probably go to maybe Jake Diekman. I don't know. Or maybe Sergio Romo or Trevor Rosenthal, one of them. Catchers, Sean Murphy and maybe Austin Allen. Infielders, first base, Matt Olson. Or maybe DH, or same with Mitch Moreland. Second base, Tony Kemp, maybe? I'm guessing. Third base, Matt Olson, and shortstop, Elvis Andrews. Designated hitter, Mitch Moreland and Matt Olson, probably switching it up. I don't know. And the outfield, Mark Canha, I think in left field, Ramon Laureano in center field, Stephen Piscotty in right field, and DH, I already mentioned that. So I say about 75 wins for Oakland. For fourth place, the Houston Astros. Got Zach Greinke, Lance McCullers Jr., Jake Odorizzi. They lost Justin Verlander, unfortunately, to Tommy John surgery, so he's going to miss the whole season. Probably Jose Urquidy or something at the pitcher, or Fremmer Valdez, or Forrest Whitley in the rotation as well, too. Maybe Brandon Ballack, whatever. And catchers, probably Jason Castro and Garrett Stubbs. First base, Yuli Gurriel. Second base, Jose Altuve. Third base, Alex Bregman. Shortstop, Carlos Correa. Left field, Michael Brantley. Center field, Kyle Tucker. Right field, Miles Straw. And designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Okay. And last place, that would be the Texas Rangers. Yeah, they lost like Corey Kluber and Lance Lynn, a lot of good pitchers, but they still got some people like Colby Allard. Who else? Kyle Gibson, Jordan Lyles, maybe Jolie Rodriguez, Josh Forbes, whatever. Mike Fultonevich, that's one of them. And Brock Burke, maybe, I don't know. Once again, closing pitcher probably going to be Jose Leclerc, whatever it's pronounced, Leclerc. Yeah. Catchers, Jose Trevino and Sam Huff, maybe. Maybe Jonah Heim or whatever it is. Jonah Heim, I don't know how to pronounce. Sorry. First base, probably Ronald Guzman. Second base, is this guy a second baseman? This guy named Isaiah Kiner a lefty but I don't think he will. Or maybe Nate Lowe. Well, he's a first baseman, says. Rodin or Door will probably be second base. And third base, Nick Solik maybe, or no? Or Anderson Tejada. Well, one of them will. And shortstop, probably Nick Solik or Anderson Tejada, people I mentioned. I don't really know. And the outfield, well, Joey Gallo, I think, will be in right field or designated hitter. Chris Davis, the other Chris Davis, the former Oakland Chris Davis, in left field. Willie Calhoun probably in center field and right field. Maybe David Dahl, but Joey Gallo probably getting playing time at DH, maybe. Or if they call up Delino DeShields Jr. or maybe Brock Holt, one of these people, or somebody in there, maybe the player Jason Martin or Leody Tavares, maybe a DH or outfield, or well, Willie Calhoun in center and Joey Gallo probably get playing time at DH and David Dahl at right field, or maybe Joey Gallo in right. I mean, whatever way it's going to be. Anyway, last place, Texas Rangers, and I say about 62 wins. All right, so now we're going to move on to the National League because I know where this video is going long, so now we're just going to move on. We're going to try and get this way out of the way really quickly. I know I've been going a while on here, but anyway. First place for the National League East, I'm going with the Atlanta Braves. Max Fried, Charlie Morton, Mike Soroka, Tuki Tosiant, whatever it's pronounced, I don't know. Maybe Bryce Wilson. I mean, some of them on there. I mean, or maybe Ian Anderson. I'm not sure. Catchers. Travis d'Arnaud and William Contreras, I think, or it might be the other one, Alex Jackson. First base, Freddie Freeman. Second base, Ozzie Albies. Third base, Johan Camargo, and shortstop, Dansby Swanson, or Jake Lamb might get some playing time at third base. And I think they are going to have a designated hitter in the National League. I thought they're going to, or unless I misread something, but I don't know. But, well, or anyway, left field, I say Ronald Acuna, center field, Marcelo Zuna, and right field, Ender Inciarte or Christian Pache might get some playing time because Nick Markakis has now announced his retirement. I thought for sure he was going to return to the Orioles, or he was going to play for a team, but he has decided to retire. So best wishes to him, for his retirement. But anyway, first place for the Braves, I say 89 wins. Second place, I'm going to say the Washington Nationals. As soon as I can find them, there they are. Yeah, that's still the East. Second place, the Washington Nationals. Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg, John Lester, Patrick Corbin, and I thought they had another, maybe Tanner Rainey or Joe Ross, one of them getting some pitching as well, and maybe Daniel Hudson being the closer, and maybe Austin Voth, I'm not sure. Sorry I keep saying that a lot, but you know what I mean. Catchers, Yan Gomes and Alex Avila. First base, thought they had somebody on there. Josh Bell. Second base, Starlin Castro. Third base, I'm going to say Ryan Zimmerman, or it could be Carter Kieboom, but Trey Turner, I think, will be shortstop. But Ryan Zimmerman, mostly, was a third baseman, but he moved to first base when Anthony Rendon, I think, came up. But because now they got Josh Bell, and I think he's going to be first base, so I think really it's going to be Ryan Zimmerman at third. Now, again, I don't know if they have DH, or it might be Josh Harrison getting some playing time also at second base. But I think mostly it's going to be Starlin Castro, or he will probably do third base as well. Zimmerman could be a bench bat, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not really too sure about that. But we'll see. I think still should be Ryan Zimmerman at third, but we'll see. Maybe Starlin Castro at third base a little bit too, but we'll find out. We'll see. Left field, Kyle Schwarber. Center field, Victor Robles. And right field, Juan Soto. No doubt about that. 86 wins, I say, for the Nationals. It's going to be a tight battle, I think, with them and the Braves. Third place, I'm going to go with the Phillies. You got Chase Anderson. You got, well, Aaron Nola will be the ace, and probably Chase Anderson. I'm not really going in the order of their, the pitchers. Zach Eflin. Who else? Matt Moore, maybe? I don't know. Vince Velasquez, Zach Wheeler. All pitchers there that will probably make the rotation. Maybe this guy Connor Brogdon, but I don't. Well, that's the names I mentioned. Catchers JT Realmuto, but I don't know if he's been injured though. I thought that he was. Signed a 5-year deal with him, and he suffered a fractured thumb on his right hand at the 2021 spring training, and is expected to be out at least 2 weeks. So I don't know when that was reported. So he probably will be okay, but we'll see about that. But anyway, JT Realmuto at catcher and Andrew Knapp probably. First base, where's Rhys Hoskins? I thought, there he is. I think he will probably be first base. Second base, maybe Scott Kingery. Third base, maybe, I don't think Gene Segura. Maybe Didi Gregorius. I don't know. Well, he's a shortstop, and same thing with Gene Segura. Well, maybe Gene Segura at second, and third base probably this guy Alex Bohm. Maybe him, and Didi Gregorius at shortstop. Left field, I'm going to say Roman Quinn. I'm guessing. Center field, Andrew McCutchen, or the other way around, Andrew McCutchen in left field, and Roman Quinn in center, and Bryce Harper in right field. It could be, McCutchen center field, but not sure. All right, so anyway, third place for the Phillies, I say about 82 wins. Fourth place, I'm going to go with the Mets for fourth place. They got Carlos Carrasco. Well, Jacob deGrom will probably be the ace. Noah Syndergaard is on the 60-day disabled list. Went under Tommy John surgery and put him out for the 2020 season around March, so he's still recovering. So probably around June or July he'll probably be ready. So right now it'll be Jacob deGrom, I believe, for ace. And the other pitchers, then you got Marcus Stroman, Taijuan Walker, maybe Robert Gesselman. Marcus Stroman, I already mentioned. Taijuan Walker, maybe Yordan Yamamoto, however it's pronounced, and the closing pitcher, I think, will be Seth Lugo, and Dylan Betances may get some time in there as well, too. And Miguel Castro, well, Edwin Diaz, also another option, too, but I think it'll go to Seth Lugo. Catchers, James McCann and Thomas Nido. First base, Pete Alonso. Second base, Jonathan VR. Jeff McNeil is also a first baseman. I don't think it'll be him. Pete Alonso will probably be like the starting first baseman, I'm pretty sure, but they'll probably get some playing time. Jonathan VR may get some playing time at third base or shortstop. And Francisco Lindor is a shortstop mostly, but he'll be shortstop. Third base probably, or maybe Jeff McNeil. I don't really know. Or he might be second base. It may not be Jonathan VR. He may go to third base or just use him in situations. I don't really know. Okay, left field, I'm going to say Brandon Nimmo. Center field, Kevin Pillar. And right field, Michael Conforto. All right. And I say about 70 wins they get. And last place, the Miami Marlins. Sandy Alcantara. Pablo Lopez, maybe. Trevor Rogers, Sixto Sanchez, Jorge Guzman. I'm not too sure about that. Sorry, just fixing my seat a little bit. Or Ross Detweiler might get some as well, or Braxton Garrett, but I don't know. Well, there's a lot of players on here might get some. Pablo Lopez, I think, is an option. But yeah, catchers, Jorge Alfaro and Chad Wallach. First base, Garrett Cooper, or Jesus Aguilar, probably. Garrett Cooper is also a first baseman, but he can play right field. Second base, I don't think Miguel Rojas is an infielder. I don't think he's going to be at second base. Third base will be Brian Anderson, and shortstop. Now, I don't really know a lot of these names again, but could be probably Miguel Rojas at shortstop, and third base Brian Anderson, and second base either Lewin Diaz, mate. Well, he's a first baseman, or Isnan Diaz, probably him, or Jazz Chisholm. Not really sure. Left field, I will say Corey Dickerson or Adam Duvall, one of them. Starling Marte, and maybe Lewis Brinson in some playing time. And yeah. All right. And I say about 65 wins I get. All right. Now for the National League Central. So now the first place team. This is a little bit of a tough one, but I'm going to go with the St. Louis Cardinals. I just thought it over a little bit, and I'm going to say them. So we got Carlos Martinez. There he is. Jack Flaherty. Maybe Dakota Hudson. Daniel Ponce de Leon, something like that. Alex Reyes. Adam Wainwright still there. I mean, probably be a number 3 starter for him, but yeah, he's been doing pretty well. Well, he was, he was pretty dominant back in the day, like in 2014 and 15, but he's still a pretty good pitcher. He is. But yeah. And Giovanni Gallegos probably be the closer, and Jordan Hicks probably for setup. I mean, I haven't really been saying a lot of that. Yeah, but I think definitely Giovanni Gallegos, a closer. And catcher, Yadier Molina returning once again. I think he returned on a 1-year deal, though. Yeah. But, yeah. Okay, yeah, catcher, Yadier Molina and Andrew Knizner. First base, Paul Goldschmidt. Second base, probably Matt Carpenter, maybe. Third base, Nolan Arenado, the new guy who was acquired. Yep, for a bunch of players, pretty much. And shortstop, Paul DeJong. Tommy Edman might get some playing time at second base. And maybe a few others, but I don't really know. But, yeah. And outfield, left field, I say Tyler O'Neill, second center fielder, Harrison Bader, and right field, maybe Justin Williams. All right, and for wins for them, I say about 89. For second place, I say this is really tough, but I am gonna look this over a little bit. So I'm really not too sure about a lot of these. I'm just really not sure. I'm going to take a shot and say the Chicago Cubs for second place. They got Jake Arrieta back, but it's only like a 1-year deal and stuff. I mean, I don't think he's going to be the ace. They lost John Lester, but I don't know. I'm looking this over, and I'm really not sure. Cincinnati Reds, I'm not too positive about them for second place. I mean, it's a possibility. And the Brewers, I don't really know. It's either Cincinnati or Chicago for second place. Might change it to Cincinnati, but I don't really know. I'm just going to keep it at Chicago for now, the Cubs. Like Jake Arrieta, Kyle Hendricks, Alec Mills, Cole Stewart. Well, I don't really. I just see it on there. Well, Brandon Workman's a closer or relief pitcher. Yeah, Ryan Tepera. I don't really think so. Keegan Thompson, no. Trevor Williams, maybe. And catchers Wilson Contreras and Austin Romine. First base Anthony Rizzo. Second base is David Bott, a second baseman. Well, it says infielder. Well, third base Chris Bryant. Shortstop Javier Baez. Well, it says that Javier Baez can play second base as well too, or Nico Horner could be a shot, for shortstop and move Javier Baez to second. And left field, Jock Peterson, Ian Happ, and Jason Hayward. Jake Marisnick might get some playing time as well too. But yeah, all right. And I say about 86 wins they get. Third place, Cincinnati Reds. Probably Luis Castillo, Jose De Leon, maybe Brandon Bailey, maybe Carson Fulmer, Sonny Gray also in the rotation as well. Wade Miley, former Oriole, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of players I mentioned, and not saying former Oriole, but it's all right. But there's a lot of them on here. Catchers Tucker Barnhart and Tyler Stevenson, excuse me, but probably Tyler Stevenson at catcher and Tucker Barnhart. Maybe. First base, Joey Votto, but it says he's on the injured list according to here. It doesn't say for injury or anything, but probably him at first base. Second base, I thought Mike Moustakas would get some playing time at second base, but don't really know. Just looking at people walking down the street. Second base, I don't really know. Maybe Kyle Holder or something like that, or maybe Mike Moustakas. Third base, Eugenio Suarez. Shortstop, maybe Alex Bladino or Kyle Farmer. One of them, or Kyle Holder or Max Schrock. Haven't really been paying attention to Cincinnati Reds. That's all right. Left field, I'll say Nick Senzel. Center field, Jesse Winker. And right field, Nick Castellanos. Or Aridis Aquino, whatever you pronounce his name, he might get playing time as well too. So yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. And I say about 82 wins Cincinnati gets. For fourth place, I'm going to go with the Brewers. Brett Anderson, I think Corbin Burns is a starter. Eric Lauer, maybe. Brandon Woodruff, maybe Bobby Wall, Justin Topa. Not really too good at making rotation predictions or lineups, but I mean, I'm not saying like the order in the lineup and stuff. I'm just saying like what they'll play like in the lineup. Just what position, all that stuff. And catchers, Omar Narvaez and Manny Pena. First base, I'm gonna say Daniel Vogelbach. Travis Shaw, I think, is a third baseman. Well, he can play third base, I'm sure. Orlando Arcia, well, he'll be shortstop and second base. Keston Huria, maybe. Well, it says he's first base. Colton Wong, maybe. Well, he'll play second base. Third base, Travis Shaw and shortstop. Orlando, and probably Orlando Arcia. Left field, I'm going to say Lorenzo Cain. They might have to move him. Center field, Jackie Bradley Jr. I'm guessing, for him. But Lorenzo Cain could probably play left field as well, too. Or maybe Christian Yelich will go to left field. But he's mostly right field. Billy McKinney, maybe. Or maybe Avisail Garcia will play left field. And Lorenzo Cain in center. And Christian Yelich in right. And Jackie Bradley will just be like a bench player. But maybe. We'll say. Not sure. And yeah. And last place, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Got Trevor Cahill on there. Stephen Brault. Mitch Keller. I'm not sure. Chris Stratton, probably, and a few others. I don't know. Catchers, Jacob Stallings and Michael Perez. Sorry. First base. This is tough because I'm just not sure about these players. I mean, I haven't really paid attention a lot to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Adam Frazier isn't really like one of them. Colin Moran, maybe Colin Moran. Second base, Adam Frazier. I'm guessing third base. Maybe Phillip Evans, and shortstop. Maybe Eric Gonzalez, or he'll be third base. Or Kevin Newman, possibly, or Brian Hayes, maybe. Left field, I'll say Anthony Alford. Center field, Brian Reynolds, and right field, Gregory Polanco. And I say about 65 wins they get. That's just Facebook one there. Just a stuff on there. Phone charged up? No. My phone wasn't even charging. I thought it was all charged up, but it's not. All right, so now we will now finish that up as we're now down to the National League West. So let's go to first place, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Trevor Bauer, Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw. Not in the order I think it'll be and stuff, but Dustin May and David Price possibly. They got a lot of pitchers on there. But yeah. Catchers, Will Smith and Austin Barnes. First base, Max Muncy. Second base, Gavin Lux. Third base, Justin Turner. And shortstop, Corey Seager. So that seemed pretty easy. Left field, AJ Pollock. Center field, Cody Bellinger. Right field, Mookie Betts. Yeah, that's and I say about 100 wins they get this year. Second base, second place, the San Diego Padres. They got Yu Darvish, Blake Snell. Once again, Yu Darvish. I'm just looking out there. Yu Darvish, Blake Snell, Chris Paddock, Joe Musgrove. They got a lot of choices on here. Taylor Williams. But yeah. Catchers, Austin Nola and Victor Caratini. First base, Eric Hosmer. Second base. This is a tough one. I'm really not sure. Maybe Jake Cronenworth. Third base, Manny Machado. And shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr. Left field, I say Trent Grisham. Center field, left field. Left field, Tommy Pham. Center field, Trent Grisham. And right field, Will Myers. And I say about 88 wins San Diego gets. Third place, For third place, I'm going to say it's either Arizona or San Francisco. I'm going to take a shot, and I'm going to say San Francisco for third place. Johnny Cueto, Kevin Gausman, Aaron Sanchez, Alex Wood, and Jake McGee's a relief pitcher. Jarlin Garcia, possibly. Catchers, Buster Posey and Kurt Casale, I think. Joey Bart is one of them, but he might make the roster. First base, Brandon Belt. Second base, Is Donovan Solano a second baseman? Yeah. Third base, this is tough because Tommy La Stella is one option. Then you got Evan Longoria as well, too. But once again, if they have the designated hitter now in the National League, then yeah, but I don't think they do have that. So, I haven't heard if they put the DH in effect in the National League, but Wilmer Flores also an option, too. And shortstop, probably Brandon Crawford. Yeah. Left field, I'm not sure if Mike Yastrzemski is a left fielder or whatever position, but I'm going to say Mike Yastrzemski left field, Alex Dickerson in center, and Austin Slater in right field. And I say about 79 wins San Francisco gets. Fourth place, I'll go with Arizona, but it's kind of tough between these two teams. But Madison Bumgarner, Clark, I'm not sure if he's a starter, though. Zach Gallen, I think, is one of them. Caleb Smith, I think. Luke Weaver, Alex Young, maybe. Jeremy Beasley, maybe. I don't really know. JB Bagaskas, I'm guessing. Catchers, Stephen Vogt and Carson Kelly. Carson Kelly, maybe the starter. I don't know. Or maybe Stephen Vogt. Or I don't know. Anyway, first base, Christian Walker. Second base, what position is Ketel Marte? Says he's infield. Well, I don't know if he's second baseman, though. Nick Ahmed. Well, he's shortstop. Eduardo Escobar. He'll be third base. And shortstop, probably Asdrubal Cabrera. But second base, probably Ketel Marte. But I don't know. Or Asdrubal Cabrera might play second base and Ketel Marte at shortstop. And outfield, David Peralta, I say for left field, Cole Calhoun in center, and Tim LaCastro in right field, and about 72 wins, I say, or 73 for Arizona. And last place, the Colorado Rockies. Kyle Freeland, John Gray, Herman Marquez, Jordan Sheffield, Robert Stevenson, Lucas Gilbreth, Yency Almonte, Carlos Estevez. A lot of pitchers on here. They're just might have a shot at the rotation. Justin Lawrence. I don't know. Jordan Sheffield, probably. Then the other one. Okay, sorry about that. Catchers, Elias Diaz and Dom Nunez. First base, CJ Crone. Second base, probably Garrett Hampson, maybe. Or he could be a third base. Third base, maybe Brendan Rodgers. And shortstop, Trevor Story. Chris Owings might get some playing time at both them positions, but I don't know. Colton Welker. He could be an option for third base. And Josh Fuentes, well, he's a first baseman. Okay, well, and I said Trevor Story at shortstop. So Ryan McMahon, maybe for one of them positions. I said that. Probably Brendan Rodgers at third and Garrett Hampson maybe getting some playing time. And outfield, Raymond Tapia in left field, I think. Charlie Blackmon in center, and Jonathan Daza or maybe Sam Hillard in right field. Or Brett Boswell in right. Or Charlie Blackmon maybe moved to right field, but I'm not too certain, not too positive. But anyway, so there you go. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's my MLB season predictions. So I know this video went long. I apologize about that. Just wasn't too sure about it. Just had to give my predictions about all teams. But I hope everybody enjoyed this anyway. Thanks for watching. Hope everybody enjoyed. Once again, enjoy your day. Like, comment, and subscribe. Not a bad thing, a good thing. You all take care. Thanks again for watching.